What's up, everybody? Hey, how are you? I actually have been trying to do this video for the longest. Haven't gotten to it, but I was like, since I just made my Ready to Love video, I said, I got a little bit of time before I got to get, ready for Monday. I said I have a little bit of time, so I wanted to kind of come to you and I guess it's a rant. I don't know what you would really call it, but it's a discussion. I like to discuss here. So if you're new to my channel, it's your girl, Absolutely April, and I do reality recaps and I do some other content like today where I'm going to be talking about some things that are on my mind. And I just want to share with you all because you are my people, you're my tribe. So if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit the button, subscribe to join the tribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified by any other uploads that I have. I'm going to be doing some different stuff on the channel. I just want to throw some different things out there just to kind of get my feet wet and this is a channel that's close to my heart, so I just like to share with you some things. So like I said, this is a different type of video outside of reality recap, but this is about just a little reason why I unsubscribed to some of the family YouTube vlog channels. I love them. Don't get me wrong. I love a lot of them. They are entertaining to watch, and I had to unsubscribe. Why? Because it was like, for instance, I watched this channel, and she and her husband are very famous. Nothing against them. However, I had to unsubscribe because they were saying like they don't really argue, they don't have any problems in their marriage, and it was just like, I don't know. It just triggered me because there is no perfect marriage. I have been married before. I've shared before on my channel. I was married. My husband passed away unexpectedly in 2019. So I have been married. So I'm not hating or anything like that. So please don't think that I'm hating. But I had to unsubscribe because it was getting to the point where it wasn't being genuine, and I felt like it was putting false things out there. And then when I feel like it something like that triggers you or makes you feel like you start, like when I would watch it, sometimes I was like, well, why would me and my husband always got issues? And I started questioning myself and playing the comparison game. And so for my mental health and for my marriage, I had to unsubscribe from some of those family YouTube vlog channels, especially when they were not given the real. And not that we want to see you up there arguing on the channels and stuff. I don't want to see that. I don't want to get all up in your business. But there are times when you don't see eye to eye. There are times when it's just not all about pranks and having fun and all that stuff. Yeah, it's cute, but sometimes I just want to get the real from you. I just want to see, I just want to see some of the things that you're going through, and I want to get that real vibe from you, where that I can really understand who you are as a couple and see and hear some things that you went through. Like, I love to watch my girl Angel Tanksley and her husband. They have a little banter, and they are very real about some of their issues that they may have that may come up in their marriage. But at the end of the day, there's love. So I enjoy things like that. The other things, like when we don't ever argue, we don't have any problems, that was getting to me because it started making me think like, okay, what's going on with my marriage? Why can't we get along? Or why can't we just be out here playing pranks on each other and things of that nature? Why are we doing things? Why, it was kind of getting me down on our marriage and starting to play the comparison game. And so um, this is what I would recommend for anybody who was feeling some of the ways that I am. When you start playing the comparison game, that has a lot to do with your mental health, and you should unsubscribe. When you're on Instagram and you start seeing females or people, whoever, and it starts making you question who you are internally, what you look like, or, like, why don't I have that? And, I've been trying, and I'm not getting anywhere, and look at them, and you start feeling like feeling bad about yourself. You need to unsubscribe. So yeah, I had to, because I had to get to the point where I understood that, hey, there are things that you may go through in a marriage. It's not always sunny and roses every day, but when you make a conscious effort to kind of keep working at your marriage, that makes a marriage, and that makes it, builds a stronger foundation. So yeah, like, have any of y'all ever felt like that? Have you ever felt like sometimes some of the YouTube family channels kind of can come across, disingenuine? Yeah, it does. I Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I enjoy watching them, and I respect the hustle, and I understand it. But for me and my mental health, I had to unsubscribe from their channels. Not all of them, but some of them. Like I said, I enjoy Angel Tanksley's channels. You definitely, Angel, Kevonstage, and they are they actually have a book out called Marriage Be Hard. And so I just got the audiobook for that. And I feel like those marriage channels, or when they talk about marriage, is coming from a real place. Is coming from a place where I can relate. And it gives me hope that if me and my husband are going through things, that I'm not looking at us like it's something wrong with us, because I'm looking at this other channel and they just seem to get along and nothing is ever bothering them. And then a lot of times those same channels that try to put that whole how they try to put that facade out there. Next thing you know, a couple years later, they're getting a divorce, some of those people. So it's just not, and I'm not calling out anybody specific, but yeah, it's just sometimes it's just, I don't know. I'd rather you be open and honest. If you're gonna have those type of channels, it just makes more sense to me. Because even like, it was one channel, I had just had my baby and she had just had her baby. And she was just like, oh, it was just like a breeze. And oh my God, I'm able to keep my house clean, and I'm able to do this, and I'm able to do that. Everything's just peaches and roses. And meanwhile, I'm over here um, having to pump for my baby because he wasn't latching, having to pump, can't get him on a sleep schedule. I'm a walking zombie. And she's over here able to do everything. And I was like, what? Am I doing something wrong? It really had me questioning myself. And so that in itself, I had to disconnect from it, because I'm like, that may be their process, and maybe it is all sunshine and roses over there, but it ain't over here. And if it's starting to make me question who I am as a mother, who I am as a person, what my marriage is not for me to subscribe to. Not at this time. Maybe I will pick it up soon and come back to it when I'm in a better headspace, or when I'm feeling better about myself, or when, I can watch that and understand that, okay, every marriage is different. And I could just watch it for the entertainment of it all. But as for me, at that particular time, that's why I had to unsubscribe from some of the channels. So that's one of my things is, I'm a big person on mental health and self-care and, spirituality and things of that nature. So, and I want to just, let everyone know, if you've ever felt that way, whether it's YouTube family blog channels, or if it's Instagram, Facebook, whatever, if it's making you question yourself, if it doesn't make you feel good internally, if it's making you come down on yourself and be hard on yourself, or making you play the comparison game, because we all know that comparison is the thief of joy. The comparison is the thief of joy. And if you find yourself comparing yourself to another channel or vlog or whatever, you need to disconnect from there and just be tunnel vision and work on who you are. Sometimes it's healthy to take a social media break. Sometimes it's healthy to take a break from all of the outside world and just focus on what you have going on. I always like to meditate and get back and, center myself, and get back with my thoughts and those things that if I know that those negative thoughts are coming up, then I need to start journaling. Journaling helps a lot to get those thoughts out, especially when you may not have a therapist that you can vent to, or someone who you can trust that you can vent to. And a lot of times people don't want to hear your problems, and you just want to just get it all out. I recommend journaling. Journaling is a great way to get your thoughts down on paper, and sometimes just get those little things that's ruminating in your mind and get it out. Just get it out. Do a dump onto the page, and just dump everything that's in your head onto the page and just release it. And a lot of times you can use that with the full moon and the new moon type thing. So if you say, for instance, if you are letting things out when the full moon comes, take that paper that you did all of that dumping and say, I'm releasing that out to the universe. Today I become new. Light a fire to all of those insecurities, all of those things that are making you feel bad about yourself. Light a fire to that, which you wrote all that information down on, and just, especially on a full moon, just release it out there and say, I'm releasing it out to the universe as it burns. And just say, I will no longer allow that to affect me. And just and vow from that time on, you're just going to move forward. You're not going to keep harboring those things, so those same things. And if you find that that is not helping, you need to probably seek a therapist, just to talk it out, and maybe they can help you with some tools and some tricks. But that's what I like to do when I'm not feeling the best in my headspace. And I find myself feeling, down on myself and not feeling the most positive. So again, it's nothing against the YouTube family community. I enjoy some of them. I will, jump in and out from time to time just to see what they're doing, and then I come back out. Because sometimes, like I said, it's just, if I don't feel a genuine vibe, or if I don't feel like you are coming with the realness, it doesn't have to be all of the business, but when you are always happy, it just sends up red flags for me, or it just doesn't seem like something that just pertains to me. I like the type of, and some people may like that kind of fluff type stuff, and it just allows them to escape into someone else's world. But if I'm looking for real marriage, someone to look at their marriage and see how they made things work, I'm looking at something that is a little bit more real, and a little bit more, along my lines of how I think of things. So, like I said, I highly recommend that chick Angel, the Kevonstages. They're very good. And she's an OG in the YouTube game. Miss Diva Like, she does vlogs. Her husband, I love to watch her and Steven as they do whatever. And those are the three ones that I can just say, for me, I enjoy to watch. I enjoy watching, and I enjoy getting just tips from them as far as marriage, and just to see how they interact in their marriage. I love it. But some of the other ones, I will jump in and jump out, but I can't, look at it all the time, because it will get me to question, where I am at that point in my life. But that's all I came to say. Comment down below. How do y'all feel about it? With watching other channels, or maybe, the comparison game. Like I said, you should do it for your mental health. Everybody is totally fine to take a break from some social media, especially if you're just not in the right headspace. My girl Alicia Williams, she's on YouTube. She's also on Instagram. She talks about it from time to time. She's very real about where she is in her single life, and I enjoy watching her too, because I'm now single too. So I like to hear what she says, and where she is about certain things. So I enjoy the realness when it comes, that comes to me. I enjoy real, and I can feel the energy of realness. So when you are aligned with certain people, yes, by all means, support me. If I'm aligned with you, support me, support my channel. If you're not, I understand. I'm not for everybody. I get it. And I'm not going to put it out there that I am. I'm for everybody. No, I'm not. I am April, and I have my own opinions, and I have a specific set of opinions. I may not look at things the way you look at it, but if you enjoy my commentating, if you enjoy, some of the content that I'm putting out on this channel, yes, I would love for you to subscribe. I would love for you to join the tribe and enjoy my channel and the content that I'm putting out. But yeah, comment down below. I would like to get some interaction going on this and see how y'all think. Maybe you can give me some tips. I definitely am humble enough to be able to take tips from other people. But that's all I got, y'all. That's what I came to say about why, some of the things of why I unsubscribe from other channels. And I just want to also give you some tips on how I release some things back into the universe that does not serve me. Yes. So you'll get some more tips on that. Again, y'all have a blessed day. Follow your path, follow your passion, because that's going to lead to fulfillment. And there you will find your purpose. And I'm a big person on being in your purpose, because it won't feel like work. You know how when you dread a Monday going to work, when you're working in your purpose, you won't be, you might get tired, but you won't dread it. You won't dread it. That's a different type of energy. But anyways, I'm not going to belabor the point, because that's a whole different video for a different day, not today. Peace.